Everybody that places a buy or a sell in either MT4, MT5, whether real or demo, is a Forex trader.
I tell people that there's a point you get in your life where you are a bit more audacious than you were before. If you want to make a lot of money in trading, you have to be audacious, and nobody's really made it in life doing baby steps. You can't really scale trading a $100 account and getting 30%. So if you know you want those kind of big amount of money, my dear, you need small capital to start, but you need to be audacious to take big lot sizes. That's the only way you can grow.
There are two things you need to know about trading that is very, very important. The first,
I think the reason why we are trading Forex is to make money.
Yes, primarily to make money.
Primarily.
And also, however which way you generate that income from trading is really your business.
What's going on, guys? It's Sam Keys here again, and this is another episode on the 1% Club podcast. And today it's quite a different kind of podcast than the ones we've been having previously. I have three superstars join me on the episode while we have a chit chat. They call it a tete-a-tete. Absolutely, we're going to be having a conversation concerning Forex trading and also how you can level up in your trading game, especially when you have the best broker by your side. So this is a big shout out to Exness for making this happen. We're shooting live from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Okay, today on this episode, I have with me, you all know Spirit FX. You want to say hi to them?
Hey guys, as we all know, this is Spirit FX. Simple and short.
And next to me here, we have Toyosi Banks.
Hello everybody, this is Banks. Nice to meet you guys.
All right, great. And by my right hand side, I have none other but King FTP.
hi guys, this is King FTP, and I'm sure this show is going to be very, very interesting.
Okay, like you heard from King FTP, it's going to be a very exciting show. So if you just join in, this is Sam Keys podcast here on YouTube. And what we'll do is simply to share our stories about trading, to inspire you and also to encourage you that wherever you are right now, you can actually level up to the top. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, like this video, and also comment your name and where you are watching from, because I'm going to be going through the comments and one of you could likely win the giveaway, $100 giveaway from this particular episode. Also, let us know in the comments your best takeaway from the discussion we're going to have today. With all that said, let's get started. I've never interviewed you before. They know a lot about Spirit FX, and I've never interviewed you before. So tell us about you, who you are.
Who is Toyosi Banks?
Okay, so my name is Toyosi Banks, popularly known as Banks, and I've been trading for the past 6-7 years. Personally, one of the major things that actually interested me in trading is the fact that everybody lacks a taste of freedom, and the only way you can actually assess that is if you have information. So one of the things I try to do is gather information as much as I can and collaborate with people, and that's why we're all here today, based on the value of collaborations. So yeah, pretty much everything centered around that, and yeah.
Okay, you said you started trading about 7 years ago. When exactly did trading start clicking for you? Because for me, trust me, my first 2 years, it was a roller coaster up and down. So when did it start clicking, and what was the different thing you did that made it click for you?
Okay, so I think I was saying the same thing to Spirit earlier. The turning point for me was actually in 2021. And how did it happen? Then I tell people that there's a point you get in your life where you are a bit more audacious than you were before. And then sometimes you can be audacious and your audacious era has limits. And you just see yourself going back to the point you're no longer as audacious as it used to be. So the turning point for me was 2021, literally. I was able to flip an account for 500 years, 10K. Then from then, I literally saw that, okay, there's literally wild possibilities with this. So then from there, I was able to do a couple of other accounts. And then a big turning point was the platform that I turned. I think it was MFF. I had a 100K challenge. But then there was no limit to how many days you could get the accounts passed. So I see myself running 70K floating in about 3 days, 4 days. You know when you pass phase 1 in 2 days, phase 2 in another 8 days. So the whole overconfidence sort of sets in when the accounts now became live account phase where you have the 100K live. The first day I was also trading good and I was on 30 lots. I saw my first 2K loss. Do you know that feeling when you've been on so much wins and a loss now looks like you're no longer in that affiliation again?
Exactly, on the real account.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I later blew that account. And then that was the moment where I realized that, okay, this is not more of gambling, it's more of you having a strategy that works for you. And that's how I've been able to
Good. So in a notability, what I said is it all started making sense when he discovered the strategy that he wanted to be trading with, and that is what gave him consistency. That's great. I'm going to ask you more questions.
Yeah.
All right. But before we do that, let's learn from King FTP.
Hi guys, this is King FTP, and like Samson said, I think this is the first time in this podcast. It might not be the last time, so yeah. I started trading 2020. Basically, I think this should be the 5th year of me trading. So far, trading has been awesome for me particularly. And if you guys know me, you know trading has been awesome, Also, to answer the question you asked him, where you said, when was the turning point about trading? My first year was not really good. especially since I didn't have enough funds. I was just trying my best to see how I can, get funds. Eventually, my second year, things started clicking because I started working. Then my third year, that's when I got my strategy. Okay, so there are two things you need to know about trading that is very, very important. The first thing is understanding your edge in the market. Before I started becoming profitable, right, I was just, trying different kind of things until one day, 2023 November, I got my edge. And immediately I got my edge, I tried my first flip, which was $100 to $3,000. When I saw the $2,000 as possible, I knew that this was the turning point for me. Before that time, right, I've been trading and I've been seeing profits, $1,000, $200 and like that. But after that $3,000 profit, I just told myself that this is it. It's time for me to start becoming more profitable. So I gathered the whole morale and I started 2024. And 2024 was my turning point because it's so funny whenever I tell people this, but it's fact. I started trading 2024 with $1,000, but at the end of 2025, I made over $400,000 in trading. And that gave a lot of morale, gave a lot of confidence. Anytime I walk to somebody, I tell them I'm a trader, and I tell them what I've been able to accomplish in trading, and they're surprised because $1,000 to $400,000 in a year is massive, Apart from that, I was able to now start venturing in different businesses, and by God's grace, it's something that's actually helped me boost more. And here we are in 2025, still doing the same thing, replicating the progress, and this time in a larger form rather than just doing 1,000. Imagine you having a capital of over 200,000. Just imagine how far you can go. So I'm still waiting to see how much I'm going to rack this year, and I believe it's going to be bigger than what I did last year. So that's it.
Absolutely. That's great. You guys can see it. The stories are really mind-blowing. While I was talking, there's something that came to my mind, and it's actually a discussion that a lot of traders have on their desk every day, and it has to do with lifestyle versus real trading. If you get into the industry right now, you see a lot of people are selling a lifestyle, and if you check in-depthly, you see they're really not trading. There are people who just come here and they're selling perhaps a course or something and all that. So Spirit, I'm going to put it up to you. What is your contribution? Do you think trading, because there are some guys, they are the gift podcasts, especially fund managers, you see them on TikTok, they were saying all you need to do is like 5% or 30% and all of that. And when you hear them converse on their videos, you just see like they are talking about trading from the hard part of trading. I don't want to mention their names. But on the other hand, we have people who don't really talk so much from the hard part. People who tell you it's possible to flip your account, just like what King FTP just said now. Myself, I flip. You too, you flip. You also, you flip. People who look at trading from a different perspective than those that say you must just making 1% to 5% or even 30% in a year and all that. What is your contribution on this? Do you think the objective is to answer I am a Forex trader or to make money?
I always say thank you for having me on your podcast. And straight to the question, I would say there's actually nothing wrong being a Forex content creator, because you said that before going straight to the question. So let me just hit that point first. There's nothing wrong in being a Forex content creator. We even encourage you to be a Forex content creator. But I was having a conversation with King FTP, and he said something. He said, if you are a Forex content creator, be bold to say that is what you are. Don't hide under the shadow of it, and you're posting that you're trading, but you're posting a demo account, that you are misleading people. That was the conversation we were having before this meeting. And he was like, no, there's nothing wrong being a content creator. There's nothing wrong selling course. There's nothing wrong being a Forex coach. But make it clear that, oh, this is who I am. I'm just trying to make you understand that this thing actually works. I've seen people that it works for, even though I'm not there yet, but at least just make sure you tell them this is who you are. Don't mislead people.
Do you think the real objective is to answer I am a Forex trader, or you are a profitable person that makes money through the trading space?
Okay. So it's in two ways. If you can answer I am a Forex trader, but also make it clear that I'm not yet profitable. Everybody that places a buy or a sell in either MT4, MT5, either real or demo, is a Forex trader. Yeah, it's true.
Absolutely.
You are trading. You're a Forex trader. That's what's the truth. So be bold. Anywhere you appear, tell them I'm a Forex trader, but I'm not yet profitable. Because it's a process. So we can't tell those that are just coming in now that they are not yet Forex trader because they are not profitable as at now. We all always have that our first year, second year, ups and downs. And when you're profitable, you're also a profitable Forex trader. So just know the limits. Me, I can tell you now that I'm a profitable Forex trader because you can see it in my life. It's visible. King FTP can tell you. He doesn't even need to show you his backlog. Yeah, he's here. He's in Malaysia. And what brought him here is what he's doing. You understand? My brother here doesn't need to tell you he's a Forex trader, even though he has a whole lot of things he does. He's a content creator and everything. But Forex trading was what as in
Absolutely.
you get. So you're a profitable trader. It should be seen in what you do. We have people that we don't want to mention their name, that many people think they are just content creators, but whichever, they are also a Forex trader. As long as you can put in the buy and the sell, you're a Forex trader.
The reason why I asked that, when I started trading 2019, there's somebody who said Forex trading thing that he has tried it before and that thing doesn't work. And we also have people right now, they are not profitable, just like you said. They should have to state it. I'm a Forex trader, but I'm not yet profitable. They are not profitable, but you see them go about I'm a Forex trader, and they say negative about people who are making money from the Forex trading industry. They go about doing podcasts and all that. I don't know whether you understand what I'm trying to say. They are trying to make you see that Forex trading is hard, that it has to take you close to a year to make 30% of your money and stuff like that. Now, I think from my own perspective, the reason why we are trading Forex is to make money.
Yes. Primarily to make more primarily.
However, which way you generate that income from trading is really your business. So I tell people every time that, like me and Spru were saying, you know what works for you. It's irrespective of how life can be. For instance, now you can have a sitting of 10 billionaires. Those 10 billionaires, for instance, now one person can generate income from sales. Another person can generate income from the actual business. Another person can generate income from marketing. Another person can generate income from content creation, social media, whatever. It doesn't still negate the fact that they've all impacted in some. So let me give you an instance now. You can have a community where you have a trader, and then what it does on this platform is basically educational content. Now, it might not necessarily trade a live account or whatever, you never can tell, but then the person has content that it gives out to you. One way or the other, that person has impacted in your life. If you are trading a live account, it doesn't remove the fact that you use that person's value to trade that live account. So one way or the other, that person has generated. So most people just tend to pay attention to things that don't work for them. So if it works for A, it might not work for B. If it works for B, it might not work for C. So everybody needs to find their own niche. But as much as you want to find your niche, it's very important that you test waters. So you can test waters and see, okay, if this one works for you, that one doesn't work for you, And so there is no crime in being a content creator. Nobody gets killed for it. And there's no crime in you trying to push out quality content. At the end of the day, you're still helping yourself to get better and helping somebody out there that is just a complete newbie. And also about the whole 30% thing, you can't really scale trading a $100 account and getting 30%. If you want to make a lot of money trading, based on what I'm observing while talking to FTP, you have to be audacious. And nobody's really made it in life doing baby steps. So if you know you want those kind of big amount of money, then you're looking for large equities, you can achieve 20%. But if you know you don't have anybody coming to save you, just like some of us here never had, my dear, you need small capital to start, but you need to be audacious to take big lot sizes. That's the only way you can grow.
Guys, did you heard that? You need to be very audacious to take big lot size. Alright, so guys, this is where we're going to be drawing the curtain for today. I believe you enjoyed this particular episode. If you do, please let us know in the comments your best takeaway from this video. And also let us know where you're watching from. I want to say thank you to our guest on the podcast. Thank you, Spirit.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Toyosi Banks. And also thank you so much, King FTP. Let's do this some other time. See you on my next episode, guys. My name is Sam Keys, and I'm always here to help. Bye for now.